Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Endzone 2, shall we? I played a little bit of the first Endzone, and I enjoyed it. And then, kind of got distracted by other games, and all of a sudden, I was contacted about Endzone 2, and I said, hey, that sounds amazing, let's give it a shot. So we're going to dive in for the very first time right now. We're going to do the tutorial because it seems important in this post-apocalyptic nightmare to know the rules.
I'm pleased to meet you. I'm going to look over your shoulder while you help our settlers set up a new home. By the way, I'm Ella.
Okay, hi Ella. Tutorial Zone Attributes. Provided the zone has been revealed, the attributes of the habitable zone currently being viewed are displayed above the map. It is worth taking a look at this before beginning with settling. The individual pieces of information can be clicked on to use the camera to jump to the respective position. Okay, got it. I'm going to pause the game here, and let's see. It says events and warnings, missions, feedback, pause. Okay, I guess here's soil, so let's click on it. And then here's clay. Alright, so both of those things are kind of in the same area here. What are these canisters? That doesn't look safe. Are those just heaters? Are people inside those? I don't even want to know. So, mission tasks and warnings for the entire game map are displayed in this area. This information is always available, regardless of what you're currently looking at with the camera. Got it. So, alright, so she said something. There are settlers in one or more vehicles. Make sure to load vehicles with sufficient water to provide settlers during transport, okay? Fair enough. So, vehicle controls. Select one or more vehicles to move using right-click. Okay. So at the moment, all of our settlers are in the Pathfinder. I see them in here. That's what we call our bus. We're using it to search for a place where we could create a settlement. Okay.
You can use our Pathfinder to explore the wasteland. Send it off and try to find a site for another settlement.
Okay, I will.
We have found a new zone. Take a look at it when you get a chance. It might be worth it to build a new settlement on it.
Okay, I'll do that. Alright, so I'm going to select the Pathfinder. And then I'm going to have them, I don't know, can you guys drive up here? Here's the new zone that they want me to check out. So, yeah, this does look like a nice area. Can you make it over here? Fertile soil. So all of these areas are fertile soil. So take the Pathfinder and get it as close to this as you can.
Got it?
So here we go. It's going to kind of watch them drive. I'm going to focus the camera on them. Oh, it's changed to a build tool. I didn't know that it would do that. I didn't really want it to do that. I'm going to select a Pathfinder. Oh. This area can be settled. I guess they really want me to settle. Right there. And so this must be the tutorial location, so we'll do it. And we need to build our settlement. You could see in green, I suppose that's the good soil. And then there's water. This looks like, the ideal place if we want some water and we want some soil. Now, maybe we should put it right on top of the soil? Does it matter? I don't know, I'll put it right there.
First off, we have to ensure survival. We need water so that we won't die of thirst. Build a jetty by a body of water and assign enough workers to secure our supply.
Alright, in the middle of the bottom edge of the screen, you'll find the most important entry points for the course of gameplay. The construction and road menu, an overview of all vehicles to find them quickly again, and an overview of all professions in the settlement currently being viewed. Got it. Some sequences may take a little longer or require your full attention. That's why you can speed up or pause the game at any time. Okay. So we need to build a jetty. I'm just going to pause the game. I'm going to click construction menu. The construction mode for individual buildings can be started via the construction menu. Some production buildings allow an overview of their production chains to be displayed by clicking on the upper arrow. By clicking several times on the number in the bottom corner, you can use the camera to focus on all buildings of one type, one after the other. Okay. So I'll click on jetty, I guess. And we need to build the jetty and assign water carriers. So, let's see. Do I want to rotate this so that the campsite is like on land? And then let's see if there's a way I can mastermind this. Yeah, right. Is this good? Can I build you here? Yes, okay. I'm just going to let them build it. Let's watch them do it. Now I can speed up the game. I don't see any more production on that chain. I'm going to close this and I'm going to speed it up to max speed. Watch this guy build the jetty. Alright, it's been built. And I guess I will click this to assign some workers. And I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3.
The jetty pumps water as long as workers are assigned to it. Make sure there is always enough water available. If the supply runs low, assign more settlers to work at the jetty.
Okay, so they're working it.
Water alone is not enough to survive. We need to eat, too. Build a foraging hut near trees and assign workers to it so that they can search for food.
Okay, so we need to build a foraging hut. We'll do it. And let's see. We'll go to construction. No, build. Here we go. And down here there's food and foraging hut. So it looks like efficiency buffs. So I guess all of these little teal things are places that they can forage. And then I'm going to build it right there. And then they would get a benefit if we built a road. So we could go... I don't know how to build a road. Is this it? Roadman? Oh, I don't have the tools to build it. Okay. So we'll just build this. They finished it, and we'll just give them 3.
The foraging hut produces food as long as there are sufficient resources in its vicinity.
Uh-huh.
If a region's resources are ever used up, you can relocate the work area of a foraging hut at any time.
Okay.
We need building materials to erect new buildings. The woodcutter's hut cuts down trees and produces wood out of them. If you run out of trees at some point, you can also relocate your work area.
Okay, nice. Woodcutting lodge. Oh, we should probably put this in a place that takes down the trees. It's going to work at cross purposes to the foraging, but that's okay. They did it. and we can give them 2
Awesome.
lumberjacks.
Your woodcutter's hut is already producing. By the way, a production site can produce faster when it stands near a stockhouse. We don't have any stockhouses yet, but the town center has the same effect.
Okay.
Besides wood, the most important building material is scrap. Build a scrapyard which collects scrap that is lying around or extracts it from old ruins.
All right, scrapyard. Well, we got scrap everywhere. Look at this amazing city down here. Everything was going great until it wasn't. All right. So let's put this in a place. I don't want to destroy the soil. We want to make, like, put this in the area that gets the most scrap. That's good. Wow. Some high quality stuff going on here. Look, there they go. Building it up. Scrappers.
Well done. Now the settlement will be supplied with scrap. Until it runs out, that is.
Oh.
Don't forget that you can move the work area in the scrapyard.
Okay, great.
Our people are still sleeping beneath the stars. Let's build dwellings and create living space for more inhabitants.
Nah. Build simple shelters. Alright, fine. Fine, we'll let them have some nice tents. Okay. So what's interesting is, like, the fertile soil, there's no minus. It's the same level of happiness if I build it over here, so I'm going to build them here so that we keep the farming space present. I don't know if that's necessary. I probably shouldn't have built my town on the farming space either. That was a mistake. I kind of saw the green and I was like, well, that's the preferred area, but I was misinterpreting that.
Space, our settlers will reproduce and have children.
That's good.
Our settlement is thriving. Let's build a recycler to produce plastic. If the scrapyard is located nearby, the recycler will produce faster.
Okay. Recycler. Come build this stuff. Build the scrapyard and recycler. Done. I have a
Things like
sign.
Process resources work faster when they are located near their source. The recycler requires scrap, so it benefits from being placed near the scrapyard.
You got it.
The workshop not only needs scrap, but wood as well. It's best if both resources are produced nearby, but don't worry if you're not able to place it perfectly. The workshop will be able to do its work anyway.
Okay, so, I mean, they want me to build a workshop, which is cool. No, not that. That's a recycler. Scrapyard, that's the production chain, gotcha. Here's the workshop. So the production chain is wood and scrap. So we want to build one, but you can see the wood is all the way over there. So I can, like, kind of try to build it, you know, somewhat equidistant. I'm not thrilled about that. Hopefully noise is not a thing in this game. They're hammering right next to my tent. They have a really nice, like, dinner table going. That's pretty cool. Tool maker.
Very good. Now we have plastic and tools, things which are needed in some buildings for production. They are also important to be able to build more complex buildings in the first place.
Okay.
The settlement is growing, and soon there won't be enough food and water. Build a fishery to support the foraging hut.
You want fish from these waters? You got it. Alright. Actually, let me look at the production chain. It is wood, scrap, to the workshop. Oh, to produce the tools for this. Okay. So that's fine. If resources are missing when attempting to place a building, it will automatically be placed as a blueprint. As soon as sufficient resources are available in the settlement, the construction work can be started manually. Blueprints are also useful for planning a settlement in advance. The blueprint mode can be activated for this purpose. In this mode, buildings are always placed as blueprints and can be erected at a later point as desired. That's nice. This is not being built right now. Build it. Or build what you can build. I know that we're waiting for tools, you know, from our workshop. It's understandable. We need to get somebody else working at the jetty here. And we finished this. Great. We got two fishermen.
The fishery is more effective than the foraging hut. It constantly uses up tools. For this reason, the fishery produces faster when tools are produced near it.
Right.
Now we also need cloth. Cloth is produced from fibers and they have to be grown first. To do this, build a plantation on fertile soil, as that's the only way to create fields.
Okay. We'll do it. A plantation. Latex and fiber. Okay, here you go. Build it up. There they go. They're throwing it in. We got a gardener. Instruct a plantation to lay out a cultivated area. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Okay. Plantation. Here we go. Lay out a cultivated area. How big does it need to be? Oh, 100? Okay.
Well done. Up till now, we can only grow fibers. But if we find more types of seeds, then we can cultivate them on the plantation too.
Nice. Settlement overview and resource bar. All information about the currently viewed settlement is displayed here. This includes the status of the settlement as well as the resources stored. The resources shown can be changed by left-clicking.
The fibers are crafted into cloth at a weaving mill. This requires water in addition to fibers, so make sure that sufficient supplies of water are always available.
Got it. Okay, cool. Well, we need to build a weaving mill. I gotta tell you, like, I haven't played the original Endzone for perhaps over a year, but from my memory of the original Endzone, this is very much similar to that. Like, it's the same order of building, the same structures. And I'm curious, if you're an Endzone expert, like, what are the significant changes between 1 and 2? Perhaps those will come up. Like, maybe the beginning, you know, stuff is familiar, but I mean, the graphics are definitely better. You know, this city looks really cool and everything like that. But we'll see. Okay. I mean, honestly, I liked the first one. I just didn't get that far into it. So, we'll see. There's our plantation rolling. We need a weaving mill. Let's go here. And they need this. So the chain is water and fiber. So let's just put it right next to... Well, honestly, the better place would be to put it back here off of the fertile soil. Lack of storage capacity. So we're just like at max storage for most of this stuff, which is good. I mean, like in a post-apocalyptic game, if you're max on water and, you know, food and stuff, you're doing great. Let's get a weaver in there.
Great! If the water supply ever runs low, you can pause the work at the weaving mill, saving valuable drops.
Okay.
Always ensure that there is enough living space for the settlement to keep growing. We're going to need all the helping hands we can get.
So this says there's no children. And we have not enough living space at all. We're 19 out of 20. So let's go ahead then and build, you know, some more houses. I was leaving space for roads. I don't know if I need to do that. And this says no master builders. There's no master builders that could take care of the outstanding construction jobs. What are you talking about? How dare you mention master builders in my presence? I honestly don't know what you're talking about, but hopefully they can walk through these things if there's no road or anything. Maybe what they mean is like everybody has another job and free laborers do construction. I'm not sure how that plays out. I think I might need to... I either overemployed a building. I need to knock somebody off of something for the time being. Yeah, I just had nobody who could build. So I had a kid. I needed to get one person free so they can actually do these buildings. And we need to say... weaving mill. What do you make it? Fiber? That's what we want. That's correct.
Thanks to our joint efforts, our little settlement will soon be thriving and our stockhouses will be full. If the storage site is full, it needs to be expanded. There is a storage site for water, one for food, and one for all other materials. Place storage sites near your production sites so that they can produce quickly.
Okay. So we need to build some storage. So we need to build cisterns. So here's a cistern. And I guess there's a cistern. And then a food deposit. The foragers are up here, so we'll just put one, like, you know, right next to them. And one over there. And then the material deposit. One there. One there. We're missing a part to do this. We got one of these things done. Let me see what it takes. It takes scrap, wood, and plastic. So now we could start actually, you know, building these. What we're low on is plastic. So where's the recycling center? You know, let's get another recycler going. Water is dropping, so I need to re-employ that person at the jetty. All the houses have been built. All right. Upgrade that. I need some more scrappers, so I'm going to put 2 more scrappers out there. Let's get some more scrap in. Water is dropping, so let me employ a person at the jetty. Okay. Congratulations. You just became a lumberyard man. Man, all I have are babies. We need to build more houses. I'm like, can anybody work? They're like, nah. They're just babes.
Each stock site increases the maximum number of resources that can be stockpiled in a settlement. If the stocks are full, our production sites cease their work. Vicinity to a stockhouse and easy access are important features for production buildings. A production site produces more effectively when it is connected to the town center by a road.
Okay, cool. Buildings connected by road. Let's do it. So roads require tools. Well, we've got tools. Mm-hmm. Oh, this thing is in the way. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, roads must be instant. Okay.
Super. The more buildings you connect via your road network, the more stable the production at your settlement is going to be.
You're telling me. I've got the most stable production in the business.
When our economy thrives, it also uses up more resources. Luckily, we can regrow our wood. That's what we have the tree nursery for.
Okay. Hopefully this road network is a little more powerful now. Tree nursery, okay. Build a tree nursery. You got it. Replant. What have you done? Oh my god, you monsters.
Awesome. The tree nursery will plant trees within its work area that can be used again by the woodcutting lodge. That way, we create a healthy loop.
It's a healthy loop.
The needles of the Geiger counters begin to swing hotter. A sharp increase in radiation is going to occur soon.
Uh-oh.
We should start to get sufficient protective clothing ready.
Oh god.
Oh no! We have to act fast. We need to produce protective clothing to shield us against the radiation. And for that, we need coal.
Alright, build a coal kiln. So we need to build a coal kiln to start to build us some, protective clothing. And now this game, it's not like Frostpunk in the sense that it's super brutal, but it is a survival builder in that space of Frostpunk because the environment is harsh. So we have to figure out how to, live, given the terrifying conditions. And we're going to need to get this coal kiln up so we can build some clothing to protect against any kind of spikes in radiation. So we're working through the tutorial to Endzone 2, and I'd love to know what you all think so far of this game. Are you excited about Endzone 2? Did you play the first one? Have you played this one? What are your thoughts and impressions seeing it so far as I'm seeing it for the first time? Everyone, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll check you next time. Take care.